What is the strongest attunement weapon in Oath? I'm not exactly sure myself, but I do know some top 3 contenders: Bloodrend, Ally Katana, and Soulbreaker. This build uses the 3 in unison. Through the sustain of Bloodrend, the pressure of Katana, and the abilities of Soulbreaker, we assure dominance over our opponent. Alright, so let's move on to the pre-trained stats of the build, and as always, the builder will be in the description. So first we go 40 agility for Ghost and also Conditioned Runner. Next, I'd go 50 into Fortitude so that we can get Exoskeleton to the finish and all those great Fortitude talents early on. Then go into Strength for Going Nowhere, Showstopper, and Spine Cutter. And after that, you're just getting stats that will go up once you shrine. So Willpower, Charisma, Medium Weapons, and then just start off with Bloodrend. Here are the talents you should look out for before you shrine, since you can't get them after you do. So all the Alley Cat cards for Conditioned Runner, all the Butterfly cards for Ghost, Spine Cutter, Exoskeleton to the finish, Fast Blade, Speed Emission, Going Nowhere, Unwavering Resolve, Bear Trap, Blade Dancer, Speed Demon, Spin and Swordsman, Matador, and Showstopper. After you shrine, your stats will look like this. After you shrine, this is what you should do. Immediately rush 55 into Charisma for Dazed Finisher. After this, go 80 into Bloodrend for all the Bloodrend talents. Then increase Willpower up to 40 and try to get Ardor Scream. It will come in handy later. After this, go 95 into Bloodrend for the higher requirement talents, and then go 77 into Medium. Here's a list of talents and mantras. The ideal talents will be on the builder link, but the mantras are different and up to preference mostly. Here's some notes about the build. Firstly, this build is not limited to weapon choice. In fact, you could probably go any weapon you want on this build, especially the new Bloodrend Legendary. I believe this would actually go kinda crazy on this build. As well, if you do use Katana, you can use that one Poses Ring tech I talked about in my last video, which does kinda go crazy. Also, make sure to use Sow and Mend every time you can. It gives you a lot of temporary HP, which can be instantly converted to damage on this build if you posture break, and it does a lot of damage. Also, just in general, having more HP is amazing. For your enchant of choice, I recommend Vampirism, Bloodthirsty, or Stone. All are good for their different ways. Bloodthirsty is good for removing blood, obviously. Vampirism is good for gaining blood and also temporary HP. As I mentioned earlier, temporary HP can be converted for damage, so this is pretty nice as well. And then Stone is just good for block breaking, again, so you will deal damage from temporary HP more often, and also we have Ardor Scream, so we basically just deal infinite posture damage. With that being said, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in my Discord server or in the comments, and enjoy the showcase.